welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Ainsley Ehlers.
And I'm Blake Phillips. Auburn University's provost, Bill Hargrave, sent out an email last week detailing preliminary plans for the spring semester. Auburn will try to have as many classes in person as possible. Academic units will be able to decide and indicate their desired delivery method as they did for this semester. Registration for spring semester is set to start November 11th, and the mode of instruction will be posted for all classes on or before November 2nd. Hargrave stresses that plans for the spring semester are very dependent on student cooperation. Safety protocols will continue to be in place next semester, and students need to do their part to keep our campus as safe as possible. The new semester is scheduled to begin on January 6th, and announcements regarding spring break and the rest of the calendar have yet to be announced, but Hargrave says those plans will be announced no later than November 24th.
As we approach the midpoint in the semester, Auburn's Vice President of Student Affairs, Bobby Woodward, has a few reminders for students in order to finish the semester strong and healthy. All students are strongly encouraged to get a flu shot. This year, it is more important than ever to stay flu-free. Flu shots are available at the AU Medical Clinic, and they are free for insured students. It is also important that you focus on your mental health as well. This year has been stressful, and midterms can add to any stress or anxiety you may already be facing. Take the advantage of the resources offered by the Health Promotion and Wellness Services and Student Counseling and Psychological Services. Dr. Woodward said, "Our safety protocols are working, but we must remain vigilant. Follow essential safety guidelines. Football games, weekends away, and Halloween festivities are no reason to let your guard down. Continue to practice physical distancing, wear face coverings, and maintain healthy habits. Thank you for doing your part to keep Auburn a healthier AU."
Auburn University has reached a number of 16 new cases on campus this week, bringing the total amount of confirmed cases to 1,874 for the university. In addition, Lee County experienced 169 new cases in the past 7 days, with 64 deaths in total, bringing the county's total to 4,444 cases since September 8th. If you think you have or have come in close contact with someone who has COVID-19, please reach out to the University Resource Center. They can be contacted at 334-844-6000 or by email at covidresourcecenter@auburn.edu.
Auburn's Hay Day returned yesterday. One of the university's longest-running traditions, Hay Day unites the student body in a friendly atmosphere and open engagement. Eagle Eye's Jack Greenwald was on the scene to learn more.
Good afternoon. I am here on the green space for what is known as Auburn's most cherished tradition, a day in which students, faculty, and other members of the Auburn family have the opportunity to meet and greet each other to celebrate the importance of unity. As you can see, I have dozens of people gathered behind me enjoying the sunny afternoon, all while practicing social distancing. And this is all an effort to make friends, enjoy the nice weather, or just to bring the Auburn family closer together. Let's see what they have to say.
Especially with COVID going on right now, it's been hard to meet people, and the atmosphere just hasn't been the same, and it definitely feels like we're back to the real Auburn family, even though we have a pandemic going on.
It makes everyone feel so seen and loved, and that everyone is truly a part of the Auburn family, and they can feel that especially on Hay Day. And especially during COVID and all these times, we're so excited that we get to have everyone out today.
Auburn's Office of Professional and Continuing Education is continuing their monthly web series, EagleCast, on Tuesday, October 20th. This installment will feature Carol Archer, while she will discuss Culture Bump, her multimedia approach to developing interpersonal, intercultural communication skills designed to move individuals beyond diversity and into a community and connection. The presentation will be shown via Zoom and will be followed by a Q&A session.
The Beat Bama Food Drive is underway, its 27th annual food drive. Auburn University has once again partnered with the Food Bank of East Alabama to fight hunger and poverty. Now, Parking Services will collaborate with SGA for the Beat Bama Food Drive. Students will earn $2 per can donation to be used toward any parking tickets until November 19th. All donations will be accepted in the Parking Services office located on the second floor of the South Quad parking deck, Monday through Friday from 7:15 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. Since its beginnings in 1994, the Beat Bama Food Drive has raised over 6 million pounds of food, including over 229,000 pounds last year alone. The most needed items include peanut butter, canned meat, pasta, canned fruits and vegetables, cereal, and cleaning and hygiene products. The program has several locations around campus to drop off donations. For a complete list of locations and more ways to donate, visit beatbamafooddrive.com.
Coming up, a recap of last week's tight victory over Arkansas, plus a look into what's next for Auburn sports.
You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News. It's time for our weekly recap of everything in Auburn athletics. Auburn soccer got back into action on Tuesday night after not playing for 25 days. The Tigers beat the Ole Miss Rebels in a double overtime thriller, with freshman Anna Haddock making a big play to secure the win. Haddock set up a corner kick with less than 10 seconds on the clock, and the ball deflected into the back of the net off an Ole Miss defender to give the Tigers the win. While Auburn's offense controlled the game, Auburn's defense held it down as well. The Auburn defense and freshman goalie Maddie Peroska held the Ole Miss scoreless, making this shutout the first of the freshman's career. The Tigers will be back into action Sunday in Athens, where they will take on the Georgia Bulldogs at 5 p.m. In the world of football, Auburn squeezed by on Saturday, defeating Arkansas 30-28. Kicker Anders Carlson is the hero of the game, making a 39-yard field goal with just 7 seconds left on the clock. Carlson's late-game heroics were huge for the Tigers since he missed a 34-yarder in the drive before. Eagle Eye's Andy Hewling has the story.
A rainy Jordan-Hare Stadium was the site for Saturday's SEC West battle between the Hogs and Tigers, as both teams look to have a winning record going into Week 3. Auburn's special teams got the first score of the game as Barton Lester recovered a punt blocked by Jordan Peters in the end zone to put Auburn up 7-0. After an Anders Carlson field goal, Bo Nix extended Auburn's lead to 17 with a 15-yard run for his first touchdown of the season. Arkansas finally got things going as quarterback Felipe Franks found Mike Woods for their first score of the game. The Hogs would score again as Franks fired his second touchdown pass, this time to Devion Warren to cut Arkansas's lead to just 17-12. Leading 20-18 in the fourth quarter, Bo Nix would find Anthony Schwartz for a 17-yard touchdown pass to get Auburn up by 9 with just 14 minutes to play. Arkansas would make a furious comeback as Franks threw 2 more touchdown passes to put the Hogs up by 1 with just over 5 minutes to play. With just seconds to go, Auburn tried to stop the clock with a spike from Bo Nix, which was recovered by an Arkansas player. On the replay, Nix fumbled the snap and threw it behind himself, which by rule is a backwards pass. The play would stand and Anders Carlson would step up and hit a game-winning field goal to defeat the Razorbacks by a final score of 30-28.
2 Auburn players received accolades following the win. Anders Carlson was named to the Lou Groza National Collegiate Place Kicker Award Stars of the Week list for Week 3, following his performance in the Auburn-Arkansas game on Saturday. Tank Bigsby was named to the Paul Hornung Award Honor Roll. Bigsby touched the ball 28 times and racked up 268 all-purpose yards in Auburn's win over Arkansas. Bigsby rushed 20 times for 146 yards, caught 4 passes for 16 yards, accounted for 7 first downs, and returned 4 kickoffs for 106 yards. The Tigers' next matchup is a SEC East versus West battle, as the Tigers travel to Columbia, South Carolina to take on the South Carolina Gamecocks. This will be the Tigers' second road game of the season, as well as their second 11 a.m. kickoff. This will be the 13th meeting between the two teams, and Auburn leads 10-1 with 1 tied game and is 3-0 in games played in Columbia. The Tigers currently have an 8-game winning streak against the Gamecocks. The game will begin at 11 a.m. and can be found on ESPN. That wraps up tonight's sports recap. For more Auburn sports, follow us on Twitter at EETV_sports. Coming up, are you registered to vote? Plus a look at what's in store for the city of Auburn this month. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. We are less than 3 weeks away from the 2020 general election on November 3rd. To learn more on how to register and vote in Alabama and how to apply for an absentee ballot, Eagle Eye's AJ Rivera sat down with Alabama's Secretary of State, John Merrill.
You know, we are just a few weeks away from the general election on November 3rd. Where can Alabama voters go to register to vote?
Well, great question, and it's really, really easy. The easiest way to do it is downloading the mobile app on your phone at Vote for Alabama or visiting our website at alabamavotes.gov. And as long as you have a valid Alabama driver's license, you can join the 1,677,937 new voters that we've had since January the 19th, 2015. And the last day to register before the November 3rd general election is October the 19th. So just 13 days from today. But there's no reason to delay. Go ahead and send your registration information in. Now, the other thing that you need to know is in a state that has voting by mail through the absentee process like Alabama, in order to vote by mail or to vote absentee in person, you have to make application. You can print off the application at alabamavotes.gov. There's a fillable PDF, or you can print out a blank form and fill it out. It must be turned into the absentee election manager by mail or in person with a copy of your valid photo ID. Then they'll give you a ballot. You vote the ballot, place it in the secrecy envelope, place it in the affidavit envelope, which is the one that swears that you're who you say you are, get it witnessed properly. If you mail it in, you'll put it in the third envelope, addressed to the absentee election manager, and send it in. And then your vote will be opened on November 3rd, and it'll count for the candidate of your choice. All the things we do in Alabama related to the elections are designed to make it easy to vote and hard to cheat.
Make sure to tune in to Eagle Eye on November 3rd for all of your election coverage.
Auburn University Theater is kicking off their 2020 season with their first show, Blythe Spirit, a hauntingly funny tale just in time for Halloween. Blythe Spirit will be the first performance presented digitally through the AU Theater at Home. Once you reserve your ticket, further instructions will be emailed regarding access for viewing the performance. Each show offering will run for a full week, and you can watch it wherever, whenever, and as many times as you like for 7 days. Blythe Spirit is currently available and will be open until October 18th. Tickets are $15 and are free for Auburn students with a valid ID.
The Jay and Susie Googe Performing Arts Center is committed to providing entertainment virtually this fall to protect the safety of performers and guests. The Googe will live stream a series of 3 virtual concerts by some of Alabama's most renowned and talented musicians. The GPAC Live will feature performances by John Paul White, Ellie Dewey, and Eric Essex. All 3 concerts will be broadcast live from the Googe Center at 7:30 p.m. on their respective performance dates. White will be on October 29th, Dewey on November 19th, and Essex on December 3rd. All of the GPAC live performances are free to view with registration.
Halloween is around the corner, and Auburn Parks and Recreation has just the event to get Auburn residents in the spooky mood. Friday, October 30th from 6 to 8 p.m., there will be a parade held at the Auburn Parks and Rec Complex. This will serve as an alternative to door-to-door trick-or-treating with COVID-19 precautions in mind. The event is free and open to the public, so put on your best costume, pull up, and fill your bag with treats. Our new pet of the week has the sweetest face, and she is begging to come home with you. Harriet was a stray brought to the Humane Society about 2 months ago in rough shape. This sweet girl has been through so much in her life, and she needs a wonderful forever home. She would thrive in a family where she is the only pet and where she has room to stretch her legs every once in a while. Harriet is 3 years old, spayed, vaccinated, and microchipped. Her adoption fee is only $80. If you would like to foster or adopt her, please apply today at leecountyhumane.org.
That's all we have for you tonight. Be sure to check out these stories and more at our website, eagleeyeauburn.com. You can also join the conversation on Twitter and Instagram using the hashtag EagleEyeWitness. I'm Ainsley Ehlers.
And I'm Blake Phillips. Thanks for stopping by, and War Eagle.